Hello, welcome to Canva for Beginners. This is Charity, and I am here to walk you through the first steps on how to set up your Canva account and also how to upload a photo, create a Canva graphic, and then use it to post on your Instagram, Facebook, and wherever you decide to post that graphic. Just a reminder, you should have already watched the video series about your brand and how important it is to decide what your brand basically is. Are you just a person and you want to brand yourself, or are you a company and you want to brand that company? The reason why this is so important is because in this step with Canva, it's important to know the colors that you want to use so that you're consistent with those colors going forward. You don't want to show your audience that you're using, bright colors over here and then these very, grays and browns in this next Canva, graphic that you do. So I'm going to walk you through all the steps, okay? And so just keep that in mind. We're going to talk about branding as we go through and how important it is to stay consistent with fonts, colors, and the theme of your brand, and how to basically put together a really nice graphic. And so here we go. Let me share my screen with you. Okay, so this is Canva. You go to canva.com, and this will be the first screen that you come up to. There are, different ways you can sign up. Typically, you can just put your email address up here and hit login. What Canva also likes to do is they like to log you in with Facebook or with Google, which makes it easy for you to stay logged in and not have any problems going in the future. So I'm just going to log in with Facebook, and that's what it will say. So basically, you select yes, and then you go to the next screen. So I'm going to go here. Okay, so once you log in and you get your account set up, it's going to walk you through account setup and all that kind of stuff. This is, by the way, this is a free platform. There are upgrades within Canva that you can do if you really want more picture opportunities, and I'll show you that in a second. But for the most part, if you're just getting started and you just want to create some graphics, you don't have to pay for anything. So just so you know that, okay? All right, so here is the create a design page. You can see all the different designs that you can create. You can have just a social media graphic, a Facebook post. You can do a Facebook cover here. If you have a Pinterest account and you want to create Pinterest graphics, you can do that here. And even here's a Twitter, Tumblr. But let's say you're also wanting to put a resume together. Here's a resume, a certificate, if you have that. If you have maybe even an ebook that you are trying to put together, you can make an ebook cover. So there's the possibilities are limitless here. So the two things I want to go over today is the logo, and then just to do a regular graphic for social media, because at the beginning, when you start your business online, it is there's a lot of money going out. You're subscribing to different things so that you can automate your business, but at the end of the day, you don't want to be spending money on things that maybe you can do yourself initially, okay? So a logo is one example. Like you can hire somebody from Fiverr, and you can basically tell them what you're looking for in your logo, and then they can do something for your logo, but they're going to charge some amount of money, okay? So this is just a great way to create your own logo to get started. If you are, just a person, you can have this, and then you can change the wording here. You can see how easy it is to navigate in here. You can click this box, and now you're in the text for Max Brown. So let's say you're Max Brown website design, okay? And there you go. Now you can take this and use this this logo. So you can see on the side, there are so many layouts that have already been created for you. So based on that brand that you've come up with in your mind and the audience that you're trying to market to, try to think about what would speak to you and to your audience. So the beautiful thing is there's so many ideas here, and you can get ideas, and then let's say, for example, on this one, you like this, but you don't necessarily like the color. So you see how I just click around. I'm clicking, now I'm in the text part. I click out, and now I'm in the part where it shows the color, okay? So I can change the color to, blue. Blue is my brand, okay? Or gray, or simply white. Okay, you see how you can just keep your color and your brand consistent. And so that's, I think, the goal for you as a business owner, is to stay consistent, because, for example, Coca-Cola they don't use pink, for their colors, or green, because then you wouldn't recognize them as a brand. And that's the goal here. You want to be recognizable. You want people to say, oh, I know that person because they are consistent with their colors, they're consistent with the theme. Now, just a little side note here, you don't have to have it perfect from the get-go, okay? And you might even change your theme as your business grows. But my point is, you don't want a graphic or your logo to look like this, and then you create a graphic that's like bright greens and teals in one post, and then like over here in yellow in the next post. You confuse your audience that way. So stay consistent with your brand. That's all I can tell you. There is free training in Canva that you can take advantage of, and they talk about how important it is to stay consistent with your brand and your colors. So basically, that is how you can do a logo. It is really that simple, okay? Let's go here. I'm going to show you how to download and everything in just a second, and how to download this graphic, because this logo graphic is going to be the same thing that we're going to download in a graphic that we're going to put together, okay? So I'm going to get out of there. All right, social media post. All right, so basically, all I did was click that one of those social media icons, okay? And this is what it brought me to. You can see social media, it's now an untitled design. I am starting from scratch. We're gonna create a graphic that you can have, if you're trying to relate to your audience. For instance, I'm a mom, and so I'll just show you how we can create a graphic and have your family, or if you're trying to put like more personal touch on it, how you can do that and relate to your audience. So we're just going to use my family as an example. I'm going to look in here to some photos, scroll here, and let's just pick a photo. That I really think would speak to my audience. Let's do one for Christmas, okay? And let's say I want to put together a post for like a Merry Christmas post, okay? Or you can use this for any holiday, and you're trying to give well wishes to your audience for a holiday. So let's say you celebrate Christmas and you want to do a Christmas post. All I did after I uploaded the image, which was very simple to do, real quick, I'll go through that again. You click upload images, you can click from downloads, or you can scroll. I'm on a Mac computer, so I don't know how it is on your computer, but you can click on photos and then just click on the photo that you want and then hit choose. It's that simple. And then it'll work down here. There'll be an hourglass. Once it's uploaded, then you can click on it. Give it one click and it will automatically come in here to your graphic. So what I like to do is I like to just make this the full graphic, okay? And I'm going to show you why. And the beautiful thing is, you see these dotted lines here, right? You don't have to be a graphic designer. You don't have to know, how to align everything, because Canva does it for you. You see how, as I'm moving this along, you can kind of see that it's even and it's centered. Okay, so basically right there and up a little bit, it's centered into the middle of the graphic. Okay, so this is the picture that I'm going to use and wish, I'll just say happy holidays for people. All right, so let me move my picture here so I can get over here. What I want to do is I want to put this in the backdrop. So all I do is go over here. There's the trash can right here, and then this right here is transparency. So you click on the photo or whatever you're trying to have transparency to, and you can move this over. See how I can do that? It can be like 0. I can have it like this. I like a transparency in the 40s or 50s. Just enough to see the photo, but I'm going to add stuff on top of the photo that you're going to see on the forefront. So this is the backdrop. So you can see that's kind of grayed out, and it's a little bit transparent, okay? Now we're going to go over here. We're going to go over to elements. So elements, there's so much you can do here. You can add another photo, which is a stock photo from Canva. See, all these are free. So if you don't necessarily want to put your family or something like that, you can honestly put anything under here, and you can even type in a category and it'll get you selected to the right category. So like you just click that and then you have some horses. But we are going to add another picture on top of this photo just to kind of make it fun. Let's see. Let's do, let's say we want them to follow us. So we're going to put a phone here. And let's say we're going to write, we want the audience, okay, to come to our Instagram page and follow us. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, perfect example. I accidentally clicked the background here, so I don't want to do that. I want to undo, and I'm back to where I want to. Okay, so let's say here we're going to want them to come to your Instagram and follow you on Instagram. So basically you can choose a photo in here. And again, it can be anything. If your brand is all about family and is all about, you know, connecting the audience, and maybe you're a mom brand, okay, and you are trying to reach other moms, then you just go in here and you can click the photo, whatever one you want. So let's do one of those. And I don't know how this is going to turn out because this is vertical and this is more of a horizontal picture, but that's the beauty of trying different things out. So all I'm doing is bringing this over here. So you see how the photo's over here in my upload section. You're going to click your mouse and you're going to drag the photo. Okay, you can drag it here or you can put it inside the picture, the phone here. Okay, and so basically I'm going to leave this up here because this is our let's just say that is our, I want to have them reminded of my Instagram handle. So I'm just going to say, let's say my Instagram handle is XOXO. I'm going to change the color of this to white because I'm going to put it right here. And so that basically on their phone, they're reminded to go to Instagram and just kind of make it more apparent that we want them to go to Instagram and follow you on at XOXO. So I'm just gonna kind of put this in here. If it's too big, which it is, I'm going to reduce it just by 1. There we go. All right, you see how it's lining up for me? So all I do is just put it right there. So on Instagram, there's our handle, XOXO. So they know that if they want more cute pictures of my brand, my family, or whatever, go to Instagram, there's my handle, okay? So we're also going to write another message from them. This is gonna go on the actual posted graphic. Okay, so we're just sending a message to all of our followers, happy holidays, okay? And this is somebody's cell phone on Instagram. This is our hashtag, or not sorry, our handle. So they are reminded where to find us if we're posting this on Facebook or putting an ad out there. So it just kind of is a soft call to action where to come back and follow us at. So I put happy holidays here. I kind of think it'd be cool to add some red in this on these letters because I've got red here and red here. Again, I'm not a graphic designer by any stretch of the imagination. So I just play around with colors and ideas. So I clicked this red. Now it's not the red that I was hoping for. It's not like a crimson red. So I want to just click add and back. Not a big deal. It happens. So we're gonna click on document colors because that red right there is more of like a pinkish red and I want like a deep red for Christmas, right? So or happy holidays, maybe I'm trying to promote that. So this is to my brand, this is to my people. Right, so here's what comes in to your colors or your fonts basically. So color here, this might not be the color for your brand, but you are promoting like a holiday and so you're changing the color for the holiday theme. But you still maybe want to stick to the font that you use for your brand. So there are so many the choices here that you can choose. It depends on who your audience is, what your brand is, whether you're a very fun and just kind of, a family brand. You might want something more along the line of like crafty girls. Like if you're just like a fun kind of brand that just kind of is, like that. See how that just changed? I can go like this. So if that speaks to your brand and that's like your style, then there you go. But if you are like a business and you are into marketing and showing people how to grow their Instagram per se, and you're trying to use Canva to promote more graphics on your Instagram or do some ads. If you do this, you might lose some of your followers because they're like, ugh, that's not who you are. You're not this kind of like squiggly, fonted brand. I don't recognize you. So you want to stay recognizable even if you're putting together like a holiday theme, okay? So maybe your brand speaks mostly to something like this, okay? And so basically from here, you can adjust where it is. If you put this in the middle, see that's aligned in the middle and those dots down the center lets you know that, but obviously it messes up with my picture. Now I can move this down to here, which I think I might, but when I do that, my pictures are going to, or these fonts are going to stay where they're at, which is not a big deal because I can easily just put them back on the black where I want them. Not a problem. And again, when you first get started, it might take you a little bit to kind of figure out, you know, what you want, you know, and it's all trial and error basically. So just kind of find what works for you. And now we can put Happy Holidays in the middle, aligned to the graphic. Okay, so you can literally put as many layers on here as you possibly want. You can even make this transparent. Like, we don't want that, of course, because we want this to stand out, because we're trying to remind people that they can come to our Instagram and follow our handle there. But you can just really have fun with this and make it as you know, detailed as you want, as simple as you want. Also, if you like these kind of styles over here, you can stay with this kind of theme. These are really good ideas as far as like what speaks to your brand as far as the fonts go. So if you look over here and you're like, oh, this right here, this is my font, this is my brand, okay? So you can basically, you see how this came through? Now this font is called Princess Sophia. So if you don't know what this font is and you want to use this font, then you can just click on it, bring it over real quick. You're gonna delete it anyways, it's not a big deal. But now you know that the font's called Princess Sophia. So if this speaks to your brand, then you just, now you know what the font is. And then just delete it if you don't want that, obviously. Or let's say you're a very elegant brand and you like something like this, this one right here. So it's kind of coming over. So I want to know what this is because I'm interested in using this. This is Pignon Script. You know, I can't really read it very well, but so there you go. That is that shows you the font. So if you're just trying to mimic that font and you really like it, then there you go. Simple enough. Canva honestly makes it so easy for you as the user to have the ability to customize everything you want, okay? So the last thing we're gonna do here, because again, this is Canva for beginners, I definitely recommend you looking through some of the videos that Canva offers and, you know, just brushing up on some higher level techniques. But again, we were just creating a holiday graphic to wish our audience a happy holiday. So all these other things here, this is layouts if you want to create a certain kind of layout and you're trying to get an idea. You can just, you know, click on this and the layout comes over and you can change some stuff around. Elements, again, is where all of the, click up here, like frames, any kind of grid you want to put together, shapes, stuff like this. And some pictures for that you maybe want to incorporate into this. In fact, let me put in here, let me do a, trying to be like very neutral here and not put like a Santa or anything, because like you never know your audience. Unless your audience is of a particular origin, they like, they have a certain religious background, then definitely you can niche to that and you know, really say like Merry Christmas and put you know, stuff that pertains to that. But if you want to stay very neutral but also wish happy holidays to people, you can just like put stuff like a snowman. on your graphic. And let's say that this snowman here is what we want to put over here. So we can take him and really kind of go down. We can put him up here. We can see what that looks like up there. Make him even with the graphic, or in the middle of that, or make him up at the top. So you can see we can put him there, we can put him there, we can put him down here and make him a little bit bigger. If you have a logo, you can put your logo down at the bottom of your pictures of your graphics so that it always stays consistent. But if your audience, you know, if you want to be neutral, then you can try to find some neutral, you know, around that particular holiday kind of pictures. And so basically that's it. That is Canva for beginners. I'm going to show you the last thing I'm going to do is uploading it and posting it. But as far as Canva goes Canva in here goes, it's very user-friendly. It is super simple. There are more tutorials that you can look into, but I just wanted to give you kind of like a real quick down and dirty how you can create a graphic, and to know that I'm not a graphic designer, but I can create something similar to this to inspire my audience, and now I can post it. So what all you do is you go here to download, and they recommend downloading it as a PNG file type. It's just recommended that they're looking, they've determined that that's like the best download. It's going to download it, and then it'll pop up, okay? I'm just gonna leave this, but you can change this to like Happy Holidays. And then like whatever platform you're going to be posting on. So let's say we're going to post this on Instagram, or we're going to post it on Facebook, but your name is the same all the way across. So let's just say our name is XOXO, and then we want to save this into downloads. You can also change this and save this in anywhere you'd like. So, but we're going to keep it here in downloads. And you just hit enter, and now it's saved like that. And the only thing that you got to do now is go right to your social media, click your social media, and basically, you know, add a picture either on Facebook or wherever, and you can import that from your download. And so just remember the title that you put there, download, so that you can find it easy. And that's it. It's really that simple. I just want to reiterate, I'm not a graphic designer, and that was very, very elementary kind of work for me. I don't get really into, you know, too much. I just create real quick graphics that speak to my audience and that I can really kind of relate to them, and that's how simple it can really be. So I hope you enjoyed this training on Canva for beginners. You can find more of the training videos to follow that will really help you and your brand. And if you're looking for more information on Canva and how you can kind of kick up your Canva graphics to the next level, like I said, Canva has some free training in their back office as well. So, and then of course, you know, YouTube, I'm sure you can find some stuff on YouTube. But I think that's all. So I just, I send you well wishes on the success of your business, whatever that may be. And I hope you enjoyed this training. Have a wonderful day. Bye.